so much that doesn't need to exist, so much that was never asked for, a constant surplus of surplus, placed out of reach and eventually going to rot or waste. Supply dictates demand by exceeding it, overwhelming it. It's never been about what anyone wants. We're forced to want new wants we don't want and didn't want before we were forced to want them. A constant avalanche of products, especially the most vital of products to consumers. A production of consumers to consume new production to keep consumers consuming. A mentality that never existed before, a way of believing and feeling about the world that is so unique it is alien, yet somewhere in the base of our psyches, the jumble of mental nonsense that makes up ourselves are the yearnings that are appealed straight towards, bypassing any reason or examination or criticism and forcing us to rationalise the yearnings of our base impulses. Mass production was never about rationality but rationalisation, greed and selfishness, the authentic motives of human history. The darkest impulses always win. Our reason must always bow to our urges. Since we first stood up, we made waste. The prehistory of our species is documented in abandoned, discarded and broken objects. We were kept in place by nature, whom we always feared and therefore worshipped. But once that fear was abandoned, we avenged ourselves on nature with a war that has now stripped the bitch to the last and has left us with mountains of waste, abandoned, discarded and broken objects that will outlast mountains, and more of it to come, and infinity more, always in production, consumed or just sent straight to waste. It doesn't matter. There must always be more. That is what we are now. So much evolution in such an infinitesimally short time, an acceleration of research, discovery, application and hence production, more and more production, such a surplus as has never existed before on this planet, all for a dwindling few, fewer and fewer able now to consume. The consumer purge has begun. The production of consumers is now the production of excess waste, superfluous to requirement. Now people are on the mountains of waste, people superfluous to requirement. It takes money to consume, and money is produced in enormous amounts, but only for a few discerning and deserving consumers.